everyone, welcome to my channel Math 6 and IT Academy. In this video, I am going to explain about the trigonometric ratios of compound angles. So first of all, what is meant by compound angle? The algebraic sum of two or more angles is called complementary angles. Suppose when you are taking A, B, C are the angles. So here A plus B is compound angle and B plus C is a compound angle. And here A plus B plus C is also a compound angle. So algebraic sum is called compound angles. So now here we will see trigonometric ratios of compound angles. So here first of all let me consider a unit circle. Okay, so with center O. So here already I said here radius is equal to 1 unit. So here we can take it as x and x dash and also here y and of course here y dash. Now when you are taking a point here, suppose here P x comma y and just join O and P and just draw the perpendicular from the P to the x axis and just identify which is equal to what here, suppose Q. Now here PQ is nothing but y and OQ is nothing but here x. And when you are making angle some theta here at center of the circle, then when you apply the trigonometric ratios here, sin theta is equal to what here? Y by OP. Here OP means what? Here OP is equal to 1 because radius is equal to 1. So that means here y is equal to sin theta. And similarly, when you apply the cos theta means what here means adjacent by hypotenuse. Here adjacent is x by 1. That means here x. So here x is equal to cos theta, y is equal to sin theta. We have got. That means when you are taking a point in the Cartesian plane, the first coordinate is nothing but cos theta. Second coordinate is nothing but the sin theta. So from now onwards, when you are taking a point in any quadrant, we will take cos theta as x coordinate and sin theta as y coordinate. Based on the point, location of the point, the sign may be different. Okay. So here, let us see now. Okay, so here x dash x and y dash y dash. So here center of the circle go and radius is equal to 1 unit. So here I am taking a point P which is equal to 1, 0. Okay. So now here I am taking a point Q. So when you are taking a point Q here, it is nothing but cos function x coordinate, sin function y coordinate. So we need here some angle. So what I am doing means here first of all I am joining OQ and angle subtended at the center of the circle with this arc PQ I am identifying as capital A. Okay. So now here angle POQ is equal to I am taking A. Okay. So now this first coordinate is nothing but cos A. Second coordinate is nothing but sin A. So next I am taking a point here and angle subtended at the center of the circle with the arc PR at the center of the circle. I am taking this angle is already have considered as A and this angle I am taking as B. So from angle POR is nothing but sum of the angles A and B. So here the R is nothing but now cos A plus B sin A plus B. Okay, because the theta angle is A plus B. So the point R is cos A plus B comma sin A plus B. Okay. So now here what I am doing is here I am taking another point in this with angle minus B, means I am taking in clockwise direction with the same angle that whatever we have considered from angle in this arc QR, means angle QOR we have taken as B. So the same thing I am taking from means the angle PO, suppose PQR and suppose S. So now when you are taking this, Now what could be the point S means here as well as just like this only. So here cos function will come with the angle minus b. So here cos minus b. Next sine of minus b. Okay. So now what I am doing means here simply I am joining this PS and PR. So now here when you see the triangle POR, triangle POR and OQS, triangle OQS. Here OR and OP both are radii, of course they are equal to OQ and OS, means all these sides are equal because these are the nothing but the distance from the center of the circle to a point lie on the circumference of the circle. So that means here the radii only. So OR is equals to OP is equals to OQ is equals to OS. Now if you observe here the angle which is between the sides, the sides containing the angle means here OP and OR which contains the angle A plus B. And also here QOS, when you are taking this triangle, in this OS and OP sides containing this angle, though it is negative, the measurement of this is equal to the measurement of this, means the angles are same. So by using side angle side congruency criterion, we can say that triangle POR is congruent to triangle OQS. So by CPCT here what will get means here PR is equals to OS. PR is equals to 1 minute here PO is equals to OQ I have written, and here PR is equals to actually you have to get PR is equals to QS. Something I have written wrongly here. OR is equals to I have written QS, so that is wrong. So here OSQ is correct. So now the corresponding side we will get here. So here PR is equals to OS. This is also wrong. Yeah, just let me confirm here. OP is equals to, suppose I am taking here OQ or QO, and here I am taking S. So now here PO is equals to QO. Next OR is equals to OS. Yeah, now it is correct. So PR is equals to QS, right? So here when you are writing the congruency with the congruent symbol, we must have to consider the corresponding sides. So here these are the corresponding sides. Now here PR is equals to QS. Okay. So now take the square on both sides. Here PR square is equals to Q square you will get. So here PR square means your distance between the points. Actually PR means your distance between the point P to R, and also QS is nothing but the distance. So to apply the distance formula, I have taken the square on both sides. Now just use these points here P 1, 0 and also R cos A plus B, sin A plus B. So what is the distance formula? Means square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. But already we have written square. So only we have x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So here x2 means here I am taking 1 minus x1 means here I am taking cos A plus B whole square plus y2 minus y1 means here 0 minus sin A plus B whole square. Okay, which is equals to QS means this. So here x2 minus x1, here cos of minus b, here we can simplify this. Cos of minus theta is nothing but cos theta, so that here we can write cos b, and sin of minus theta means here minus sin theta, so that we can write here sin minus sin b. So now the distance between the points Q and also S is nothing but x2 minus x1. So cos b minus cos a whole square plus minus sin b minus sin a whole square. So now just simply expand this. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. So here 1 plus cos 1 square plus cos square a plus b minus 2 cos a plus b, and here plus sin square a plus b, which is equals to here again a minus b whole square formula. When you are expanding here, you will get here cos square b plus cos square a minus 2 cos b cos a, and here you have to apply a plus b whole square formula. Then you will get here sin square b plus sin square a plus 2 sin b sin a. So here 1 plus cos square a plus b sin square a plus b. So according to the identity, here sum of these two is becomes 1 minus 2 cos a plus b is equals to what we have, cos square b plus sin square b. These two terms, sum of these two terms becomes 1, and again cos square a plus sin square a becomes 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and plus here what we have 2 sin b sin a minus 2 cos b cos a. So here 1 plus 1 2, and this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, and here what we will get means here left side we have minus 2 cos a plus b, right side we have 2 sin b sin a minus 2 cos b cos a. So here I am taking minus 2 common. When you take minus 2 common, then here you will get, this will become the positive sign. So cos b cos a cos b cos a minus sin b sin a. Okay, so now here we can cancel this minus 2 both side. So hence here we can write cos a plus b is equals to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Okay, so this is the proof of cos a plus b is equals to cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So this is the very important formula. So by this formula we are going to prove cos a minus b sin a plus b sin a minus b tan a plus b tan a minus b cot a plus b cot a minus b also. Okay, so cos a plus b is equals to what? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So now I want cos a minus b formula, so that can put b is equals to minus b in this. Then what I will get means here cos a minus b is equals to cos a cos minus b minus sin a sin of minus b. So here left side we have cos a minus b, which is equals to cos a cos of minus theta becomes cos theta, so that here cos b minus sin a, and sin of minus beta means here minus b means here plus, minus b minus plus. So cos a minus b means here cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. This is the formula of cos a minus b. Next sin we want. So sin, here how can we write sin a plus b? Means here I am writing by using the 90 degrees. So here how can we write means here cos of pi by 2 minus a plus b. So as we know that cos 90 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. So here cos of pi by 2 minus a plus b means here sin a plus b we will get. So that here cos, so here what I am doing means here cos pi by 2 minus a, and here becomes minus b. Okay, just simply multiplying minus sign, and here I am writing this as one term and this is another term. So now treat here this cos, this as a and this as b. So now apply cos a minus b formula, cos a minus b. So cos a minus b formula already here, so that is nothing but cos a cos b plus sin a. Sin a means here pi by 2 minus a. Sin b, so sin b. So here cos 90 minus theta means sin theta. So that means here sin a cos b, and here sin pi by 2 minus a sin 90 minus theta. That means here again it is in first quadrant, and also sin means here cos will come. So cos a sin b. So sin a plus b is equals to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. This is the expansion of or the proof of the sin a plus b formula. So next we want here sin a minus b. So sin a minus b means here what? Simply substitute b is equals to minus b in this formula, then you will get sin a minus b formula. So sin a cos of minus b means here cos b only you will get, plus cos a sin b, here we are substituting here minus b, so that here cos of minus b becomes sin of minus b becomes minus sin b. So sin a minus b expansion is what? Sin a minus b is equals to sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So this is the expansion of or the formula of the sin a minus b. Next we got tan. So here tan a plus b. So tan a plus b means what here? The ratio of the sin and cos is only tan. So here I am writing sin a plus b and also cos a plus b. Okay. So sin a plus b means what? What is the sin a plus b expansion here? Sin a plus b means here sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So just write down here. So sin a cos b plus cos a sin b divided by cos a plus b means here cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. Okay, so now what we have to do means here just simply divide both numerator and denominator by using cos a and cos b. Divide numerator and denominator by cos a cos b. So when you are dividing both the numerator and denominator by cos a cos b, here what you get, we will see cos a cos b plus, here I am applying this to the individual to the numerator terms also and also denominator terms. So here cos a cos b all divided by, here cos a cos b we have cos a cos b divided by, here we are dividing with cos a cos b and here minus sign minus, so sin a sin b divided by cos a cos b. So why we are dividing with cos a cos b means to get all the terms in terms of tan. Okay, so here cos b will get cancelled and sin a by cos a means here tan a, here plus sign is there plus sign. So here sin b, so cos a will get cancelled, sin b by cos b means here tan b divided by, so the cos a cos b sin a sin b will get cancelled. So here we will get only one. Now sin a by cos a sin b by cos b, it can be written as what? Tan a into tan b. So the expansion or the formula of tan a plus b is equals to tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. So now we will see the tan a minus b formula. So here, we want here tan a minus b. So simply we will substitute b is equals to minus b in this formula of tan a plus b. We will get tan a minus b expansion. So here tan a, here plus tan b, tan of minus b means here minus tan b. So here minus into plus becomes minus. So here minus tan b by 1 minus tan a we are not replacing anything. So there tan a means here tan a only. So here b we are substituting minus b. So here tan of minus b means here minus tan b. So here minus into minus becomes plus, so here tan b. So here tan a minus b is nothing but tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a tan b. So this is the formula of tan a minus b. Next we have cot a plus b, cot a minus b. So here cot a plus b first. So here cot a plus b means here what? The ratio of the cos and also sin. So cos a plus b by sin a plus b. So here cos a plus b means here what? Cos a cos b minus sin a sin b divided by sin a plus b means here sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So now what we have to do means here divide both the numerator and denominator by sin A. Here sin A sin B. When you are doing division, then here we have to convert everything into cot. So divide sin A and sin B. That is suitable, because when you are doing division with the sin A sin B only, you will get cot here. Okay. So here sin B. So here I am writing to the individual numerator here, numerator and also denominator terms. Cos A cos B by sin A sin B minus sin A sin B divided by sin A sin B whole divided by sin A cos B divided by the sin A sin B plus cos A sin B divided by here this sin A sin B. Okay, so here sin A sin A sin B sin B will get cancelled, and here cos B by sin B and cos A by sin A. So that means here we can write so cos A by cos sin A means here cot A, and cos B by sin B means here cot B, and here minus 1 we have in the numerator and denominator. So here sin and sin will get cancelled. Cos B by sin B means here cot B, here plus cos A sin B sin A sin B. So sin B sin B will get cancelled. Cos A by sin A means here cot A. So this is a formula for cot A plus B. Okay. So cot A plus B is equals to cot A cot B minus 1 divided by cot B plus cot A. Now we want cot A minus B. So simply substitute B is equals to minus B, then we will get cot A minus B formula. So here cot A cot B means cot of minus B now. Cot of minus B means here cot of minus cot B. So here minus cot B minus B divided by, so here what, cot minus B plus cot A. Okay, so now what I am doing means here I am taking minus common in this numerator. So here what I will get means cot A cot B plus 1 divided by, here I am taking minus common in this also, here cot B minus cot A. So minus minus cancel, and here you will get cot A minus B is equals to cot A cot B plus 1 divided by cot B minus cot A. Okay, so this is the formula for cot A plus B and also cot A minus B. So now here we will see some important points here in this same concept of trigonometric ratios of compound angles. So here sin A plus B into sin A minus B, sin A plus B into sin A minus B. So sin A plus B expansion is what, sin A cos B plus cos A sin B into sin A minus B expansion, sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So now just multiply here. So here what we will get here, it is in the form of A plus B into A minus B. A plus B into A minus B means here A square minus B square. So that here sin A cos B whole square minus cos A sin B whole square. That means sin square A cos square B minus cos square A sin square B. So here convert everything into only sine function. So here how can we express this cos in terms of sine? Already we have seen. So cos square B means here 1 minus sine square B we can write minus. Cos square A means here 1 minus sine square A. So here sine square B. Okay. Simply I have converted cos in terms of sine only. So here just multiply sine square A into 1 sine square A minus sine square A into sine square B, and here minus sine square B minus to minus plus sine square A into sine square B. So sine square A sine square B will get cancelled. So here what will get means here sine square A minus sine square B. So this is the one of the important point. So sin A plus B into sin A minus B is equals to sin square A minus sin square B. Or else if we want to express in terms of only cos, here what we can do means here sin square A means here 1 minus cos square A, and here minus 1 minus cos square B. So here when we simplify this 1 minus cos square A minus 1 plus cos square B. So here plus and minus will get cancelled and you will get cos square B minus cos square A. Okay. So sin A plus B into sin A minus B in terms of cos is cos square B minus cos square A. Okay. So this is one of the important point. So by this what we can write means here sin A plus B into sin A minus B is equals to, after derivation what we have got means here sin square A minus sin square B, and which is also equal to what, cos square B minus cos square A. Okay, so this is the important point and that we can observe from the proof. Okay, so next we have cos A plus B cos A minus B. So here cos A plus B expansion. So here cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos A minus B means cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So again it is in the form of A minus B and A plus B. So here A square minus B square, that means cos square A cos square B minus sin square A sin square B. Okay, so here cos square A, just convert this into sine. So hence whatever it means 1 minus sin square B minus, so here sin square A and 2 sin square B. So here cos square A minus cos square A into sin square B minus sin square A into sin square B. So here what we have to do means here we have to convert this in terms of cos, then we will get some calculation, some point here. Cos square A sin square B minus, so here sin square A means here I am writing 1 minus cos square A into sin square B. So here cos square A minus cos square A into sin square B minus sin square B minus the minus plus cos square A into sin square B. Okay, so here cos square A minus cos square A sin square B plus cos square A sin square B will get cancelled. Hence you will get here cos square A minus sin square B. Okay, so cos A plus B into cos A minus B is equals to cos square A minus sin square A. Or else if you want this in terms of sine and this in terms of cos, means you have to express this cos in terms of sine. That means you have 1 minus sin square A minus 1 minus cos square B. So that means you have 1 minus sin square A minus 1 plus cos square B. So here plus and minus 1 will get cancelled and you will get cos square B minus sin square B. So this you have to observe. So here cos A plus B into cos A minus B means here by the derivation we can understand. Here we can write everything. So this cos A plus B into cos A minus B is equals to what? Here cos square A minus sin square B. Or else here we can write cos square B minus sin square B. Okay. So that's all about the trigonometric ratios of compound angles. So thank you for watching. Thank you all.